noblest language on the face of this very earth, the Igbo language. And that's how I'm going to pray. Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla ya bụ ọka aka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etu gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ. Ndị Igbo wee tuo gị ebighị ebi, onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịghị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. N'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu, ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ wee na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt, kwetu agwa wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ kere. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ n'ụtụ na-eji ama mgbe niile. N'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị, anyị nwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile, anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị na-efe nwa akpụ isi ala nye, ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija mma, na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụghị ikonye ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị, na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onwe onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi mara onye bi ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much, and remember this, I go through your comments at all times. For those of you who have subscribed, I read your comments at all times. Thank you so much for your comments. I learn a lot from you. Thank you. Continue to comment, say your own views, give your own opinion from your ideas and what you share from me. I learn a lot, and it makes me to improve on my program on daily basis. Thank you so much, and remember this, today we are once again talking about the situation of that very Nigeria, the arrogance of the Fulani Janjaweed. The unrepentant attitude of the Fulani Janjaweed is really disturbing. It's disturbing, and you can see them playing it out every day. When we talk about the situation of Nigeria, that Nigeria is not one and can never be one, some people seem to take it as a joke. Nigeria has never been one from the onset. Even from the beginning of the creation of that food contract we call Nigeria, it has never been one and will never be one. It doesn't matter how you try to paint it. It doesn't matter how you try to joke about it. It doesn't have to try to play along with it. It can never be one. And you can see it from the attitude of those of them who are from the northern part of Nigeria, the core north, the Fulani Janjaweed. When we talk about the core north, we are talking about the Fulani Janjaweed because the real Hausas, the real Nigerians in that part of the world don't have a voice. They don't have a voice anymore. They don't have a voice, and nobody can speak or say his own word in that part of the world. You can see each time you're hearing Northern Forum say this, Northern Forum say that, Northern Forum did this and did that. These people who are their spokespeople are the people from the Fulani origin. These are all Fulanis. Some from Mauritania, some from other part of the world, who have settled in Nigeria to make the Nigeria a home. Family, they have come to gather together, and now they capture the northern part of Nigeria, speaking the voice of the north, speaking for the north. Each time when you see them come to make a broadcast, they say we are speaking on behalf of the north, speaking on behalf of the Northern Forum. When you go deep and see those who are officiating, who are the pillars in those Northern Forum, they are all Fulanis. They are all Fulanis. Nobody has, no Northern have no genuine Nigerian Northern has a voice in all those groups. None of them. The indigenous Nigerians in the north have no voice anymore. The Fulanis have occupied the north. That is why each time we are talking about the north, when we call the north, we are talking about these Fulanis because they have taken over. We know that there are some genuine Nigerians who are on that very part of the world. There are genuine people, genuine tribes in that part of the world, that north, who are not behaving like the Fulanis. But what can we say? They have been run over. They have no voice. They can't speak. They are even crying, but we cannot hear their voice because their voice has been silenced. They are being killed on a daily basis. Most of them have been wiped away. Their villages taken and renamed. They have no voice, nobody to speak with them. That is why we are talking against this very Fulani who has come to destroy and to kill. That is the only mission they have. They don't have any mission of peace. They do not want to have peace with anybody. They don't want to have discussion with anybody. All they are going towards is the Fulanization of that very country, to bring their product from all parts of the world and settle them in Nigeria. That has been their plan from the onset, and they have no apology for that. They speak about it through their governors, they speak about it through their presidents, they speak about it through their presidency. At all time, you can see each time you speak a word against these northern Fulani killers, you will see the presidency will come in their defense. Each time you speak about them, the presidency will come in their defense. When Sunday Igboho stood up and he was fighting against the killer herdsmen in his hometown, who are killing people, taking people captive, raping people. When Sunday Igboho came up the talk, you see the presidency came to defend this very Fulani Janjaweed, up to the extent of declaring Sunday Igboho wanted, simply because Sunday Igboho was fighting against the killer Fulanis. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? You can see what is happening in Benue State. If not that the Benue governor is somebody who is strong and somebody who is still a governor, they would have killed him for a very long time. You see what the government, the presidency is doing with him. Each time they attack him every now and again. They attack or turn every now and again. Each time he speaks, they attack him. They have killed in Benue. Benue people have lost years. They have lost years, but not relented. Thank God to the governor they have. Thank God to the governor they have. A fearless governor who says it the way it is. Recently, he has made a video to say it again the way it is. That the people who are in charge of this very terror in Nigeria, people who are responsible for the insecurity you are seeing in Nigeria, are no other people but the Fulani Janjaweed. They are no other people but the presidency. The presidency is colluding with the Fulani Janjaweed to pursue their Fulani agenda. The president of Muhammadu Buhari, the imposter who is representing Muhammadu Buhari, still playing the script of Muhammadu Buhari. They are the one who are making Nigeria ungovernable. Here, Samuel Otom, the governor of Benue State, speak again.
We will team up together to solve the security problem that we have here. I've always said that the security problem here is created by the federal government. The day that they want the insecurity to finish, you see, it will end. I insist that it's federal government. They wanted to arrest Kanu. Did they not arrest him? They wanted to arrest Igboho. Where is he now? Is he not running away? Yeah. So if they want to end banditry and kidnappings and all that occasioned by Fulani people, it will be done. Why is the Fulani own exception? Why are they not arresting them? And they are everywhere. Everybody knows where they are. So the day that the presidency and the federal government want insecurity to end in this country, it will end. That I can assure you. But for us in Benue State, with the establishment of the Benue State Community Volunteer Guard, they'll be everywhere. Even where this industry is sited, they'll be there. So they will complement what the conventional security men are doing. So I believe that we'll be able to surmount all the security problems. We're working together with the security matters. Sometimes you don't just reveal them because you'll be exposing the victim. And so we're working together. Throughout yesterday night and throughout today, my security advisor is here. We're working with the conventional security, and even some unconventional security are working with them. They will be released, I believe that very soon. We will team up together to solve the security problem that we have here. I've always said that the security problem here is created by the federal government. The day that they want the insecurity to finish, you see, it will end. I insist that it's federal government. They wanted to arrest Kanu. Did they not arrest him? They wanted to arrest Igboho. Where is he now? Is he not running away? Yeah. So if they want to end banditry and kidnappings and all that occasioned by Fulani people, it will be done. Why is the Fulani own exception? Why are they not arresting them? And they are everywhere. Everybody knows where they are. So the day that the presidency and the federal government want insecurity to end in this country, it will end. That I can assure you. But for us in Benue State, with the establishment of the Benue State community volunteer guard. They'll be everywhere, even where this industry is sited. They'll be there. So they will complement what the conventional security men are doing. So I believe that we'll be able to surmount all the security problems. We're working together with the security matters. Sometimes you don't just reveal them because you'll be exposing the victim. And so we're working together. Throughout yesterday night and throughout today, my security advisor is here. We're working with the conventional security, and even some unconventional security are working with them. They will be released, I believe that very soon.
After hearing from Samuel Otom, you can see it is obvious and very clear that that is the situation. That is the situation. They are so arrogant and unrepentant about their attitude. Each time you see them coming out to say things that they do not know about. Just like in the time they made their so-called press briefing. Somebody came out and began to boast of a granite pyramid that was even fake. A granite pyramid that was staged. It was staged in the north to deceive people. When they saw that the southeast were making progress with the palm oil and the southwest were making progress in their cocoa, they went and connived and formed a pyramid that never existed anywhere on the planet Earth. And told about granite pyramid. Somebody coming to claim that it was the money from that fake granite pyramid that we used to build to go and locate oil in the southern part of Nigeria. That it was that same granite pyramid that was used to build refinery. He came out to make such claim, and the federal government buying into that claim up to the extent of cutting down the amount that is due to that very area, the refinery, the coastal side of Biafra. The money that was marked out for them was cut down, even though the money wasn't enough. The 5% was cut down to 3%, and the rest given to the north. You have forgotten about that. Watch the video again.
We were called parasites. Today we are declaring that we, the Northerners, are the economic heart of Nigeria, and nobody can address us as parasites. We are the economic heart of Nigeria. The oil that is so being busted on today was discovered, harnessed, and the refineries were constructed with the northern Nigerian sweat, with the northern Nigerian economy, with the northern Nigerian money. The money of granite, pyramid, and cotton was the one that was used to research, discover, and build the refineries that are some other part of Nigeria are claimed to be their own personal property. If that is the case, we also deserve, just like NNDC and Niger Delta Ministry, there should be a Northern Development Ministry that should also be given the same amount of money that is given to NNDC, because our money was the money that was used to develop the oil. That's number one. Number two, those that got education, early education from the south, southwest, and southeast, got those education from the northern economy, from our own money, from the northern sweat. And by the grace of God today, the northern Nigeria also, even if you are boosting of oil, has been discovered in Bodeje village within Gombe, Bauchi, and Taraba along the Chad Basin. And that was why those people are instigating the Boko Haram, so that there will be no peace in that area for us to be able to harness the oil and others that were discovered within that area. We have a deposit of gold in Birningwari that is more than the deposit of gold in South Africa and Ghana. And that was why we are having the banditry also in Birningwari axis, so that we will not be allowed to harness it. Same goes to Zamfara, and that's why we are having the banditry within that axis. So we are saying enough is enough. If we will continue to coexist as in Nigeria as Nigerians, the Northerners are ready to do that. That was why we have been accommodating. Today, the number of our people that are being killed and the property being destroyed in the south, southwest, and southeast, in Kano and Kaduna alone, the number of Igbos and Yorubas that are resident in Kano and Kaduna alone are far greater than the number of Northerners that reside in the entire south, southwest, and southeast. Also, the billions of investment of Yorubas and Igbos that is in Kaduna and Kano alone is far greater than the investment of the entire northerners in the south, southwest, and southeast. If you remove Bua and Dangote, those are international businessmen. So, if you think you will continue to destroy the life and properties of our people resident in your area, what if we decide to retaliate what you are doing? Who is going to be the loser? How much of investment do we have in the east? All our people that are in the east are either tomato sellers, wheelbarrow pushers, Okada riders, suya makers, shoe shiner, fingernail cutter. Those are the northerners mostly resident in the south, southwest, and southeast. But if you go to Kaduna and Kano and other part of northern Nigeria, an Igbo man owns a personal house with CFO. He owns a skyrocketed building that he's even renting out to even northerners themselves. You go to the remotest village, you find him having a farm of his own, his personal farmland. You don't have any northerner that owns a house in the southwest, or southeast. So we are saying we are ready to coexist as Nigerians. But if you think you don't want it that way, then the north is ready to be separated from the south. In fact, we have more than enough to take care of ourselves and to make northern Nigeria greater. And while you are calling for Oduwa Republic and calling for Biafra, we in the north will remain as Nigerians. Northern Nigeria will remain as Nigeria because we are true Nigerians. So with this, we are passing this message to the federal government, to the eastern and western state governors, that every northerner that has been killed, every property of any northerner that has been destroyed, we are saying that the government of those states, that those incidents happen, must pay our people. You must pay compensation. We will no longer tolerate the killing of our people. We will no longer tolerate the destruction of properties of our people anymore. If not, we have done it in the past, we will do it again. We don't want to do it. So we are passing a word of warning. They said a word is enough for the wise. I repeat, compensation must be paid for every penny, for every dime that has been lost by a northerner. Be him a Fulani man, be him a Hausa man, be him a TV man, be him an Arago man, or any other tribe that is in the north, that any of his property or life has been destroyed. The state governors will be responsible and they must pay us. If they don't, they should not blame us for whatever action we will take. We are passing a word of warning and we are giving a 30 days ultimatum. From today, we are giving those state governors 30 days within which we are expecting them to act.
Nigeria suffers from a state of economic radiculopathy, social sciatica, and political dystopia.
You see, these people are so shameless, so arrogant, and so, I don't know how to describe them. There's no way we can survive with this. There's no way we can continue to exist in the same country with them. That is why wherever you are, you have to use your platform to speak up. This is not the time to be silent. This is not the time to be silent. So long you are from the southern part of Nigeria, begin to speak up for your freedom. Don't think you are fighting for Mazen Nandekam. Don't think you are fighting for the Biafrans. Don't think you are fighting for the Igbos. Don't think you are fighting for the Ududuwas. Don't think you are fighting for the Yorubas. You are fighting for yourself and for your unborn children. That is why you have to speak up. Think about your own freedom and your unborn children. Even for those of you who think you have security guarding you, moving about, you think your children are abroad studying for that, it will concern you. It will definitely concern you. It will definitely concern you. Maybe you have forgotten. Some people who are abroad thinking it doesn't concern them because they are living a good life. Maybe you have forgotten about the woman who was caught, a woman who was living, I think it was in Canada, a Yoruba woman living in Canada, who came just for holidays in Nigeria. The woman was captured, raped, the daughter raped, even the husband raped in her presence. The woman cried out, nobody could be able to help. And that woman swore not to come back to Nigeria again. Maybe you have forgotten. I will look for the video, I play for the video for you again, so that you can remember.
Myself, my husband, and our daughter. A lady who is my husband's niece, who had joined us in Akure with the hope of traveling with us to Lagos. The driver, accountant, maintained a normal speed. He drove professionally. That gave me a lot of comfort, and I felt I could find some time to sleep a bit. My daughter was next to me. She was just 9 years old. She was coming to Nigeria with me for the second time. Shortly after Ijare Junction, the driver felt the wagon's tires rupture and decided to park the car with the hope of changing the tires. It was like a film. In a jiffy, motley crowd of armed men in military uniform came out of the bush. They fired at the boot of the car. Ahead of us, 5 of them came out of the bush. Another 2 came from the rear. My daughter screamed, "Mommy, Daddy, what's going on?" There was no time to say a word. They marched us through into the bush, firing into the sky. They hit me on my chest, hit my daughter on her head. Blood oozed. At this time, it was better to kill me. I shouted at one of the armed men. His response was hell. He went straight for my private part, tore my dress with his gun. The others ripped my dresses. I was left with my undies. My husband and my daughter started crying. 2 of them dug their teeth into my breasts. While attending a secondary school in Adamawa, I had lived with some Fulani, so I understood a few Fulani words. I started pleading, at least for my daughter. To my shock, at gunpoint, they removed the dress of my little girl. One of them carried her on his head as my baby struggled, shouting, "Daddy, Mommy, what's going on? Help me!" I could not help myself. We marched for 9 hours. I was half naked. My daughter was totally naked. Her tears was like a stream of blood on her cheeks. Our phones had been seized. We ended up in an ungoverned region in the thick of the forest. We met a well-organized group. There were some kidnapped victims. I saw 2 women, 2 ladies and 3 men. There were some people with their legs chained to trees. They were as if half dead. We were separated. I was separated from my husband. My daughter was taken away. I only heard her screaming intermittently. I did not know what they were doing to her. These men, now about 2 dozen, had a full kitchen. They had a huge camp and a traditional medical team. How can they say they don't know where these people are? How can they say that? But the camps appeared isolated from each other. We had noises afar indicating it might be nuclear settlements of camps. Right in my presence, I saw them pack the remains of a woman. They took her and buried her a few meters away from us. She had tribal marks. I cannot describe the agony of 6 days in captivity in this little piece. I cannot talk about how they asked my husband to choose between myself being raped or his daughter being raped. My husband broke down in uncontrollable tears. One of them hit him saying, "Yoruba bastard, you dey cry, idiot." They now gave him an option that he should be raped by one homosexual among them. My husband, a devout Muslim. My husband is a devout Muslim. He told them that homosexual and rape of any kind was against Islam. They hit him with the butt of AK-47. What do you know about Islam? You can imagine, you are being asked to choose between being raped by a homosexual, your daughter just 9 years old, or your wife being raped. They gave the 4th option. If you fail to choose one, we would rape your daughter, rape you, the man, and rape me, the wife. I made myself the sacrificial lamb. My husband begged, saying they should name any price. One of them asked him to bend down. 3 beastly criminals sat on his back, jumping until he was too weak to stand. I was not allowed to put on any additional clothes. Imagine they rape you all night and they stop you from putting on any clothes for 24 hours. The rain fell once. I became a relic and a sexual museum for the armed men who in turn addressed me and asked questions about my financial standing. New Fulani men joined the camp. They organized military training for the new Fulani men.
That is the situation of Nigeria. That is the situation of Nigeria. So it concerns you. It doesn't matter if you are living abroad or if you're living in Nigeria. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. It will come to your doorstep. They will definitely kidnap you if you don't speak up. You will definitely pay with your own life if you don't speak up. This fight is not just for Osupuni Kamaz and Nandikano. It's not just for Igbo. It is not just for those of us who are speaking. It is for everybody living in that country, every indigenous tribe in that contraption called Nigeria. You have to speak up. If you value your life, you have to speak up. And the time is now. Because we are getting to the end of the road where everybody will be free. We have to speak louder than ever now. If you have not started speaking, speak up now for you to be able to have your freedom. For your unborn children to enjoy that freedom which you have never enjoyed. We have to continue this fight. And we will fight to finish. We are almost at the end of the road. And the victory is near. Don't give up. Don't give up. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter how long they stop our spiritual master from talking for us. We can still hear him on daily basis. We can still hear our spirit on daily basis. There are many of his broadcasts that you can listen. Your spirit will be energized. He has a lot of broadcasts that you can listen to. Your spirit will be energized. You will wake up from your sleep. Continue to listen to those messages. Go to platform where people are talking about Biafra and Oduduwa to know what is going on so that you don't sleep. We have to continue to pray. Remember, today is the 64th day of the prayer. Mazin Nandikano gave us an assignment to pray. Watch and pray along with him. The miracle is near. The miracle is near. Before the 150 days, something miraculous will definitely happen. Because the man we are working with is not just an ordinary leader. And we have to follow this assignment to the last. It doesn't matter what they say. We will surely overcome. May Chuko Kabe my God and protect Mazin Nandikano. May Chuko Kabe my God and protect Sunday Bowo. May Chuko Kabe my God and protect everyone that is genuinely fighting for freedom in that country called Nigeria. We shall all be free. And very soon, we will all sing a joyful song in that victorious land. We will raise the flag of Biafra, we will raise the flag of Oduduwa, and we will rejoice and be happy in a land that we will call our own. Thank you so much for watching, and remember this. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.
Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapoli Mary Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapoli Mary Nandi bo onye do I walk. O Mary wone nizu ungiroya abakare. Mamanda ora, Unapoli Mary Nandi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapoli Mary Nandi.